This is our sixth problem on proving the identity or verifying the identity. So if you want to watch the other videos on proving the identity and some other examples on how we solved verifying the identities, please check the playlist named Trigonometric Identities and watch the rest of the examples. So in this example, we need to prove the identity. Here we have the left side equal to the right side, and we need to go through again the rules, which we have already discussed in the previous videos. So the first rule is to pick a side. Should you pick the left side or should you pick the right side? The rule is pick a side that is more complicated. And if you look at the identity, I think the left side is more complicated. Why? Because we have here functions that's raised to the fourth power. Cosecant to the fourth. We also have cotangent to the fourth. So, and on the right side, we only have squared, right? Cosecant squared and cotangent squared. So I think we should start on the left side. All right, so that's the first rule. And of course, we have here a list of some of the common identities that we could use, because that is actually step 2. The step 2 is to replace complicated functions with more simpler ones like the sine and the cosine, if possible. If possible, all right? So when you cannot replace it, then don't. But if you can think of other identities to replace, for example, tangent, cosecant, to replace them into sine and cosine, then do that, all right? Because that's rule number 2. So step 1 is to start on the left side. So this is our left side. Of course, that's the right side. So the left side, we will now start with the left side. All right, so what do we do now? We will try to replace it into more common ones. Cosecant and cotangent form. Oops, if you look at it, you can actually replace that one with, because that's raised to the power 4, right? We can replace it with a square. If you look at it, this could be a difference of squares. We can write it as, instead of to the fourth, we will write it as cosecant square, square, minus cotangent square, square, in terms of squares. So we can even write this in terms of these terms, right? Or these factors. Cosecant square x minus cotangent square x times cosecant square x plus cotangent square x. So these are just the same, right? Don't be confused. They're just the same. So we're just rewriting it this way. So we have now rewritten the one that has to the fourth into something that has only square. Now what will we do next? Now that we have it, now that we have this, what do we have to do next? Look at our identity again, or rather, you can see that you can actually rewrite and use the Pythagorean identity there. Look, there's actually an identity that has cotangent square x. Right? This is our given identity, right? So what we can do is we can substitute cosecant square x with this. This is the identity, the Pythagorean identity. So if we go back to this one, we can replace this cosecant square with 1 plus cotangent square. All right, so here it is. So cosecant square x minus cotangent square x, we will now replace cosecant square with 1 plus cotangent square, which is this. And we subtract it with cotangent square. Now what happens here? We have 1 plus cotangent minus cotangent. So we can cancel out cotangent square. Okay, I'll say it again. We have 1 plus cotangent square minus cotangent square. So you cancel the cotangent square because one is positive, the other is negative. What is left is 1, which is this value here. All right? So when you substitute it back, it would become like this. So this one, as I've said, it's already 1. Okay, 1. And then you copy this. Where is this coming from? Oh, let's go back. It is actually from here. This one. Right? That's the one, right? Because this one is already 1. So 1 times that, all right? So it would be 1 times that. And if you multiply that, it is equal to the right side. Let's go back to the identity. Okay, if we go back to the identity, there you go, the identity. Look at the identity. This is the identity on the, or this is the part on the right side. And we have proven that this one could actually be equal to that on the right side, which is this one, all right? Here, see? We have proven that the left side is actually this function, right? Which is equal to the right side. Cosine, or not cosine, cosecant square x plus cotangent square x. So if you have some questions, please leave a comment below and please check the playlist for all the problems we have on proving the identity. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.